How to create a gradient in Affinity Photo, in particular one with lots of stops and repeat stops. So something like orange, black, orange, black, orange, black. Now I'm going to create a rectangle for the gradient, and I'm going to go over to the swatches panel and click the black to white. If you can't find the swatches panel, it's in the view and studio and swatches. Also the palettes available via the gradients, via that drop down just there. You can see gradients. It's a drop down with numerous other palettes. Now, once you've got that, you can see, select the gradient tool and you can see the stops. I'm going to get rid of that black and white. I'm going to turn them all into black and black, because what I want to do is now to add additional stops, and they're all going to be black. When I click all the way through, just go along that line, you can see a little plus appear, and just keep clicking, and all the stops will be black, because the first stop is black and the last stop is black. They will all be black. Now what I'm going to do, once I've done all that, I'm going to go to the second stop. I'm going to change the colour. I'm going to change it to orange. And I'm going to go to the fourth stop, change that to orange, and so on and so on. So you can see all the stops there. You can click on the stop and you can just move it around. So if you just want to distribute it slightly better, you can see the spacing is not particularly great there. But with a bit of time, I could space it out much better. Now, gradient tool, you can see all the stops. Go to the second stop and click on that. And then go over to the swatches again and set it to a colour. I'm going to go for orange. If you haven't got any colours there, what you can do, you can go to the other palettes and select a colour there. And that will appear in the recent. And you can just click on that. Just go all the way through, say the second, the fourth, the sixth, the eighth, the 10th, and so on and so on. Or maybe 1 and 4 and then 7 and so on and so on. Up to you. Go through all those. And again, you can use maybe red and black, green and black, or maybe go red, black, blue, black, green, black. Or maybe use white instead. Up to you. So now you've done that, you've got this, created this wonderful gradient that's orange, black, all the way through with these multiple stops. Press escape. What that does, it will release all the stops. So you can now go over to the swatches panel and you can add that fill. Just click that little icon there on the side of and it will be saved to the current palette. And you can see it at the top. It's called Gradients 21 there. Of course, with yours, it might be a different number. Now, what you can do is just a layer. So you can change the fill of that layer as well. You can move the origin, you can change the length, you can change the angle. And that's for the type linear. There's numerous other types. Well, not numerous, a few. There's elliptical, radial, and I'm going to go for this video conical. So I'm just going to go down to conical, but I'll just quickly show you the other types. You can see the rings there, design, and conical. You just move the origin point of that. You can also rotate it, those sort of things. Now, it's just a layer, and you can duplicate that layer. So you can go to a layer, and I'm just going to quickly go over to the navigator so I can zoom in a bit better so you can actually see the design. Just move some of the other panels out of the way as well. Now, layer, and just going to go for duplicate. It's exactly the same layer now. You've got the same gradient, and I'm just going to move that around. What you can do then, you can go over to the layers, and you can change the opacity or the blending mode. So instead of normal, you can go for darken, difference, and so on and so on. And you can still then just move that layer around. You can see the change in the colour there. You can also resize the design, so you can just move that around or rotate the design. Up to you. Now, once you're happy with that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through, just show a couple of other, again, effects with the different blending modes. But I'm going to go with difference. That's my favourite one. Difference is always a useful one. Now, just select both of those layers. With both those layers selected, just go over to the layers panel, just select those, and then go to a layer, and then merge visible. Now they're both merged now, and you've got those two other layers. What you want to do is remove those layers. I'm just going to not make them visible, just deselect them. Now you've got that pixel layer, and that's a combination of the two gradients. Now I'm going to resize that gradient, and you can see that shape. Now with that, what you can do, you can apply various color effects. You can go to a layer, a new adjustment layer, and something like curves or HSL, and you can change the color. So I'm just going to go, say, for green, blue, run through a different hue, or maybe saturation, different there. And you can see the layer there. What you can do then is drag that into the pixel, so it's connected to the pixel layer, that HSL. Also, you can do the same. You can do new live filter layer via the layer menu, and maybe go for distort and twirl. And that's for the pixel. So that's for the pixel layer. And you can see that's added to the pixel layer there. You've got, just go over to the layers and you can see the twirl is associated with that. You can change the angle, change the radius, as well as the origin point for the twirl. Now you can select that, just select that effect. What you can do, you can change it. You can change it at any point. Just go to the white thumbnail side and click on that, and it will bring up the live twirl. And you can change the angle, change the origin point, move it around. And also you can change various settings such as the blend mode for the effects. So you can go through, maybe make it difference. And again, you can just move that around and see all kinds of difference, lighten, and just move that around. And that's it. Great way of creating some really interesting gradient effects just from a very, very basic orange, black, orange, black, orange, black number of stops. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Please subscribe. Always adding new tutorials to this channel. Always adding new ones for Affinity Photo as well as many others. And also please add some comments. Always happy to hear from you. Thank you much.